language?
We've got two main languages in Zimbabwe.
Okay,
so Shona, we say Titambire.
Titambire.
Kuti Mauya.
Okay.
Or if it's in Ndebele, which is in the southern part of Zimbabwe, we say Setule.
Setule.
Yes.
Which one is yours?
I'm actually both,
Oh,
I am from the south. I'm from the northern part of Zimbabwe, but born in the southern part of Zimbabwe.
Beautiful.
So I speak both languages fluently.
And in Ghana, the Akwaba is for the Akan side.
Right.
And then we have Wezo from the Ewe side.
And Etise?
Etisen is also Akan. But it means how are you?
All right.
But welcome in the Akan is Akwaba. In Ewe is Wezo.
Wow.
In Ghana is Obake.
Obake. Okay, and how do you respond?
How do you respond, Doreen?
We have to ask the Ghana sitting by us.
There are other languages.
Yeah, other languages.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But the Akwaba is the most popular one.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, I saw it at the airport, literally written.
Yes.
Yeah, Akwaba.
Yes.
Akwaba. So Akwaba once again.
Akwaba?
Say Medasi.
Medasi. Nice one.
You have a unique name. I mean, pardon.
Yes.
Pardon. What does it have a meaning in your language? Because I mean, the English, when we say pardon. Means,
Yeah, it's I think we find it mainly in Africa as much as we find it in Zimbabwe. You have these names like praise. Perseverance in Zimbabwe, get names like that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's an English word, but with the African meaning.
Okay.
In terms of the literal meaning of it, but I mean it's pardon as.
Pardon as in pardon.
As in pardon and forgiveness.
Okay.
So we're talking of forgiveness. I'm actually a twin. Yeah. My twin brother is called Memory. Yeah. So when you forget things, I always say I will pardon your memory.
Oh, interesting.
I love that.
Hey,
I love that.
Nice name.
Thank you.
Welcome to Ghana once again.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank
you're
you
enjoying your stay though.
Definitely. I was. I'm being taken care of by Robbie and David, and it's amazing. We enjoy the Ghanaian hospitality. We come a long way. Our first lady of Zimbabwe was from Ghana, Sally Mugabe. So we have had a long history with Ghana.
All right.
It's my first time in Ghana, and I must say I have been late in enjoying the hospitality. Ghanaians people are very nice, very hospitable, and I'm enjoying every bit of it. And I'm actually pleased to say African Forum for Cultural Diplomacy is actually going to have its headquarters right here in Ghana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is good news.
Beautiful.
This is good news.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Thank you very much.
Which of the meals are you enjoying so far?
I had pepper soup.
Pepper soup.
Which I understand you and the Nigerians are always fighting over that. But apparently I hear it's actually started in Senegal.
The jollof?
The jollof. Oh, that's jollof rice.
That's jollof rice.
All right, that's jollof rice. And I had wacha.
Wache. Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. In that canvas, banana leaf and all the assortment inside there.
Yes.
Very rich in terms of nutrient. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, they're making you happy.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Wache, me from here, I'm going to find out if my wache is ready.
But today, we need to have wache.
We need to have wache.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, DJ Black and Mr. Hagler.
Oh, this is good. This is good. And have you? I mean, we played a Ghanaian, song for you. But have you had the chance to listen to our music?
Yes, I have, with little understanding. But I think our music, they say music is a food of love. That's what Shakespeare says. Even though you don't understand the language, but you can flow with the lyrics and
the rhythm
and
the melody,
the rhythm of it.
Yeah,
you can really understand it. But not so much into the music.
Okay,
more than the culture and also the ambience that I'm enjoying here. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Let's talk a bit about Zimbabwe and let's talk about maybe things that are similar. between
Ghana
Zimbabwe and Ghana since you came 3 days ago? Do you see any similarities between the two countries?
Absolutely. I think as Africans, we share the same culture.
Yeah.
So we have the same shared values and traditions, which I think sort of binds us together. So I've seen that. One thing that I can commend the Ghanaians that I've seen here, which is different from Zimbabwe, your taxis, what do you call those commuter taxis?
The taxis.
The chocho.
Chocho.
There's the chochos.
Yes.
Yeah, your chochos are...
No, he said taxis.
Is it taxi or...
But he means chocho rather.
You know, the commuter buses for people?
Yes,
Yeah,
chocho.
chocho.
That's chocho.
Chocho, yeah. I've been to Senegal. I've been to several other countries. I've seen, those touts. They'll be hanging outside and getting passengers.
Yeah.
I didn't see that in Ghana. Really? Or I haven't been to places where they are.
If I can explain it to you.
Okay, no, we get it. So those who are usually hanging on and maybe shouting,
Shouting.
let's say, if for instance you're going to Accra, and this way you didn't see some.
I didn't see any hanging out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are there.
What it is he's trying to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, say this way.
And that's
What it is he's
Mr.
trying to
Rush.
say. Obviously, here in Ghana or in Zimbabwe, they have a couple of people hanging on it. But here, it's only one person. But mostly they are all inside.
They are
So
all
that's the difference.
inside.
It's clean.
It's clean.
Yeah, so
Oh.
for some of us, it's a nuisance to us.
Yes,
because,
we are even worried because we think that it's...
for you, because it's there is very, very congested,
Yes.
Yeah, you need to go to Senegal, go to Zimbabwe, you see them hanging on the motorway. They'll be on the motorway hanging, But yeah, it is very different. I really like that. But yes, I've seen the markets. Very similar from Zimbabwe. We have got your market traders, be it your wares, fruits and vegetables. I've seen that very similar. In terms of food, it's different but similar. We love our African food.
Yeah.
Your fish. You guys love fish so much. We also have fish in Zimbabwe. Yeah, and also I've seen the standard of living. So you also have your, what we would call the medium or high density suburbs where we have got the working class.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you also have your affluent areas where we have seen, Ghana is doing very well. I've seen the demography in terms of building structures, very similar. I think one thing that we commend the Ghanaians is that you were one of the first countries to acquire independence.
Yeah.
Right.
And what we see in Ghana is what the Africans have actually produced. So you are literally an epitome of what Africa can produce.
Yeah.
The rest of us in Zimbabwe, we inherited a lot from the colonial era because Zimbabwe independence comes 1980. You guys were way back. You were way ahead of that. And it's something that we commend the Ghanaians. Ghanaians have seen very spiritual indeed. Every billboard you can see a name of a pastor, name of a church, and everything. And also you see some spiritualists as well. I think they tend to compete on that.
Wow.
That's a very good observation.
Yeah, very, very spiritual people. And I've seen that even in the names of be it shops and things like that. They always have that spiritual connotation into it. I'm also a spiritual person. I'm a pastor as well.
Oh,
in fact, Dr. Mensa Otobel is our ministry friend for my spiritual father, Bishop Shuda Bismarck. So we have had a lot of interactions with Dr. Mensa Otobel, with his church, and with our ministry, Jabula New Life Ministries in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So we have a very strong bond with Ghana. Myself and our ministry and our and all of us in Zimbabwe, we have a very good links with Ghana. And this is why even when I'm saying establishing our African Forum is not even a problem. It has just been like that.
Yeah.
Right. You have really observed a lot this past few days being in Ghana. I bet I would have taken a while to do that, but this is a good observation.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something that I observed when I came through the airport. I was looking at your billboards that inside, because your airport is your gateway. What you see at the airport literally can sum up what the country is all about. It's a gateway.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'll show you the picture I took. There was a man with a drum standing there, and it was written, "Experience our culture."
Oh, yeah.
And that sums Ghana. Ghana is a center of culture, and that you can never take it away from it. You've got a very rich culture, and that's something that I observed. And when I was coming through immigration, one thing I observed there, I've traveled around the world. I've seen how at the point of entry immigration, you are channeled to where you are from. So if you're a foreigner, you go to the foreign desk. If you're a visitor, if you are local returning residents, you go to your returning. I didn't see that in Ghana. In Ghana, you come through and everyone is channeled to a different port of an immigration officer. There is no discrimination. There was no way anyone could tell that I'm a returning Ghanaian or I'm a visiting Zimbabwean, for that matter. And that spoke a lot about the culture of Ghana, that you embrace everyone in terms of where they come from. And that starts at the point of entry, because that speaks a lot about your culture. It's something that I observed very, very well. And when I came out, I was now looking for my bags and everything. I saw your trolleys. They were nicely packed. They were not all over the place. Nicely packed, and I could see, and your immigration officers were looking very nice, very smart with their uniform. I said, now I can see the standard of excellence in Ghana. We may have our few bits and bobs here and there, but as someone coming into your country, those are some of the positive aspects I've seen in Ghana, and I would like to commend you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And
you make me feel proud as a Ghanaian.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hope you've not seen any negatives.
Negatives will be there, but not for today.
But you share with us
when you see
in camera.
I'm from Zimbabwe, but I live in England. Okay. So I've been living in England for 25 years. And I'm an immigration lawyer as well. Okay. So I do have a lot of Ghanaian clients that I interact from a professional point of view. Right. And so we have a lot of dealings with Ghanaians and Africans in general from both spheres of our lives.
All right. And you are the Secretary General of the African Forum for Cultural Diplomacy. What is cultural diplomacy?
Very good question. Let me just get to the history of it. The African Forum for Cultural Diplomacy is actually registered officially as a NGO or CIC company in the United Kingdom. The mandate for AFFCD was given to Zimbabwe's former Foreign Affairs Minister and Minister of Tourism, Dr. Walter Mzembe, who is a Zimbabwean, currently on remand in Zimbabwe. He was arrested about 90 days ago when he went to Zimbabwe on a cultural diplomacy initiative waving a white flag. So it's something that I would ask the Ghanaians to help us untangle that aspect in terms of our cultural diplomacy. So Dr. Mzembe was given this mandate by ICD Berlin, which is an institution based in Berlin and also in the United States. I'll give you details for that. You can check them out. They've been doing cultural diplomacy since 1999 actually. So ICD Berlin gave the mandate to Dr. Walter Mzembe way back around about 2017 after he left Zimbabwe into exile. And he has been sitting on this possibly for about 2 years until he approached me and said, can we put feet to this? And then we worked together with a team of others, Zimbabweans, Nigerians, and other nationalities. Then we came up with cultural diplomacy. So, as you know, culture is the fabric, is the bridge that bridges nations, cultures, and communities. Diplomacy is soft power. So, in our quest to address the issues we have in the world, in Africa, we have taken cultural diplomacy as a vehicle that can speak to hard power issues, but using soft power. So when we are using soft power, we are talking about for example, Festec that is happening here,
Yeah.
which is touching a number of facets, cultural aspects. We're talking of the youth. We're talking of health and wellness. We're talking of music and arts and films, which are all cultural aspects.
Yeah.
But we also, like I'm here in this studio talking to you about culture, but we are also talking about diplomacy. We find that our confrontations and our wars are usually 100%, if not culturally based. The wars that we have. So we have got a culture of impunity. We have a culture of toxicity in terms of our, be it elections in some of our African countries. Let's look at the war in DRC and Rwanda. Look at that whole aspect. It's a cultural issue between very same people. Our problems start in Berlin. This is why our mandate actually starts in Berlin as well. So we are looking at those borders that Berlin has put in and trying to lift those borders. One of the issues that we are looking at as Africa, as AU, is to try and remove those borders. That's something that we've been talking about at Festec and saying Africa without borders. We have seen the importance of removing borders with the EU. EU is a powerful giant because there's freedom of movement of persons, there's single currency there, there is also free movement of goods and services. So we are looking at, as AFCD, we are looking at coming up with a think tank that looks at Afrocentric solutions into Africa. Many times we have got the left side and the right side, but we are trying to move people into the middle. The middle ground is a better and it can hold people together. When we have our elections, it's a winner take all. But from our cultural perspective, we can rule and be leaders together, whether you are from the left or from the right. So from us as AFCD, we are moving people to the middle, so that if we are in the middle, we can talk. We can converse, and the middle is the table where we put the table in the middle and we begin to talk brother to brother, without sister to sister, without any issues. So cultural diplomacy is some of the aspect we see from AFSCD, that there is a lacuna, there is a gap in diplomacy. Most of our problems, we don't talk, we fight, and when we have fought, then we sit down. We, as AFFCD, were involved in the last year, if you remember, in Mozambique, there were elections and there was a dispute in there in terms of the results. The presidential candidate Valencio Mondlane, approached our institute, and Dr. Mzembe, together with us at AFFCD, we came up with a framework that helped to solve the impetus, and also we spoke to Mondlane to understand again how these issues can be resolved. We at AFCD in London spoke to the embassy in Mozambique, which also precipitated the golden handshake that we saw President Chapo and also Mondlane having a golden handshake there, and the country is at peace. We were meant to be involved with the DRC Rwanda issue, but obviously Dr. Mzembe is now in incarceration in Zimbabwe, unfortunately. And we are hoping that from a cultural perspective, some of these issues that we have, which can be political, some of it can be social, some of it can be otherwise, can be resolved through diplomacy.
Good.
We do not have to fight. But as brothers and sisters, we can talk eye to eye. And if you are doing wrong, Kwame, I should be able to raise a red flag.
Yeah.
Because if we're speaking from a cultural perspective, we understand each other.
Sure.
But if we are speaking from another level, then we become very confrontational and the like.
Awesome.
Yesterday we had a bright competition between South Africa and Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
As you know, we are very good neighbors, South Africa and Zimbabwe. But also, if you're going to South Africa currently, if you follow the news, there's been this upsurge of what they call the Dudula these vigilantes who are chasing foreigners and things like that, denying people medical treatment. I'm happy to say when I was speaking to the ambassador or deputy ambassador of South Africa yesterday, he was saying, no, President Cyril Ramaphosa has actually started action against these vigilante groups. Some of them have been arrested. And when we were talking yesterday, we were having a braai and talking from a cultural perspective and say, why are you treating us like that, my brother? And it was a very social event, but we were talking about hardcore issues. And again,
during Festac?
Yes.
Was it one of the Festac events, activities?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was a Festac event. And that's how cultural diplomacy works.
Wow.
We speak to each other through music. You're asking me about music. Yes. That's how it works. That's the diplomacy. We're speaking hardcore issues, but we're using soft power. And that's what the world needs. You can see the President Donald Trump is now moving towards diplomacy and say, let's sit down and talk. We had a seminar in London. We had the representative of the Palestine, Dr. Abbas. I asked him a question when we were at the meeting in one of our ICD meetings, that as far as we know, Palestine and Israel, these are brothers. Are you going to be bombing each other until you alienate yourselves? From the Bible, we know you guys are brothers.
Yeah.
What is stopping you from sitting down and talking as brothers? Yeah. And one of his answers was, some of us, they see us as occupiers, and we see others as soldiers. That's a perception. That's how they see each other. But if we take out the lenses and begin to see you as a brother, you as a sister, we de-escalate the problem into something that becomes very, where we can talk without that toxicity.
Kindly paint some more picture for us regarding the activities you held yesterday, which is in tandem with cultural diplomacy.
Absolutely.
At Festac 2025. What really transpired during that session? Maybe if you can walk us through that from beginning to the end.
To the end.
Yes.
I was very inspired by the women's section. Yesterday we had the women section where they were talking about the issues of empowerment, access to finances, and also how city women can also reach out to the rural women. We had some of Ghanaian queens that were there.
Wow. Good.
Excuse me, how they were willing to take the information and cascade it to the rural women so that whatever is happening in the cities, in the urban areas, they're also able to cascade that in terms of empowerment in all facets, financially and otherwise. As you know, women are the backbone of society. Yes. You empower women, you empower a nation. My mother was a dressmaker. And I had so much influence from what she did. Because women are hardworking. And it goes to every woman, and we applaud women for that. So the women's section dealt with that very strongly and empowering the girl child. We are seeing the issues of sanitation. Those are issues that are world over. Women need to be assisted in all that and so forth. So those are some of the issues that we were addressing. We looked at the youth. Yesterday again, we had youth that came from different levels. There's high unemployment among the youth. We were saying yesterday with the chairman of Festac, Engineer Yinka, the youth are for now, not tomorrow. We want them to participate now. They are our future, but they start now. So we want to see, and we're looking at how unemployment can be sorted. There's a high intake of drugs and alcohol and abuse among the youth, and that is usually because there is no employment. So our governments, NGOs, private sector, we need to look at how we can create employment for our youth. In Zimbabwe, as an example, we inherited a lot of clubs and facilities that we inherited from the colonial era. I was running as an independent MP in Zimbabwe in our constituency in Bulawayo, in Mpopoma, Mzilikazi. And we have seen how those clubs have been completely run down. Government and city council, which is being run, government is run by the ruling party, city council is run by the oppositions, and none of them is doing anything about that. And these youth are staying on the streets. They have nothing to do. And one of the things that I was recommending is whether they can give that to private sector so that they can run these, create sports, football. We've got football grounds that are literally like a bush park. Some of these things just need maintenance, nothing else. We've just inherited these. So we have got our youth which have been neglected, literally abandoned by all sectors. So at Festec, we're looking at how do we have to improve youth. We're looking at access to IT and technology, and how that can be leveraged to assist our youth and so on and so forth.
All right. Okay, still here on Daybreak Hits. It's Hits 103.9. Our special guest today is Secretary General of African Forum for Cultural Diplomacy, and here is Pardon Tafu Manei. Here with us this morning, he came for Festac 2025. It's happening here in Accra. And already, this is like day 4.
Day 4? And how many more days?
Yeah.
We are here until Sunday.
Until Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a week long.
And today is going to be an all-white. I've dressed this with my Zimbabwean... This is our Zimbabwean national dress.
Okay.
In all colors. So thank you to Ghana.
It's a national dress.
Yes, it is a national dress now. This one for Zimbabwe, different colors and so on and so forth.
I can see a bird.
That's the Zimbabwe bird.
Okay.
What does this stand for?
The Zimbabwe bird. That's our emblem. You know, sometimes some have got the lion and the eagle.
Yes.
This is our Zimbabwe bird, which is found in Monomotapa, and this is in Masvingo. Great Zimbabwe, that's the Great Zimbabwe bird.
All right.
That is our symbol for Zimbabwe. Yes, so today's Peace Day, so we'll be doing all white, and also today we'll be talking about reparations and artifacts.
All right.
Agenda 2063 for AU, which is part and parcel of what we are looking at. Reparations and return of artifacts. We have got some from Zimbabwe which we need to have them returned. The heads of our first Chimurenga gurus, Mbuya Nehanda and Sekruka Guvi and others who resisted in the first Chimurenga war, who are still in the museums in London. And we have many African countries that have got their artifacts in there. Today we'll be addressing some of those aspects. And also,
where is it happening?
It's happening at the Accra Conference Center.
International Conference Center.
International Conference Center.
Okay.
That's where it is happening.
Beautiful, beautiful. Which African leader inspires you the most?
Oh, can't be none other than Kwame Nkrumah. The Pan-Africanist. I'm also a Pan-Africanist in terms of my view of the world. Obviously, Kwame Nkrumah having been setting the tone of what we now have as AU brings us together. There's nothing greater than that can bring Africa together. So he does inspire me quite a lot. Our own president, former President Robert Mugabe, he had his strengths. As a human being, obviously, you do have your weaknesses here and there, especially in the latter part. But as far as the empowerment of the Africans, especially Zimbabwean, in terms of the land issue, which he addressed and made sure that we have that land question addressed in spite of all the challenges that came with it. He stood by that, and I think I am inspired by that. Nelson Mandela, having come out of 27 years of imprisonment, but spoke the language of reconciliation, which was actually started by Robert Mugabe initially, by forgiving the white colonialist. But again, Nelson Mandela took on that and brought South Africa into a rainbow nation, and it's something that again I do marvel at that.
Good one. Good one. Okay, so for those of us who want to come to Festag 2025, what other activities are left for us?
Yes,
You've done a lot already.
there's still a lot coming. There's health and awareness, awareness where you can literally come for free and have an MOT, I'll call it MOT, a full health check. You can come through the sports as well.
Okay.
There is still a lot that is going to happen between now. We are having a dinner.
Oh,
those that.
When is that? When I was at the opening though. I was at the opening.
You were at the opening.
Yes,
there was. Yeah, we will have one on Sunday. Sunday, I will show you the program. I'll send you through the program for people to come. But we still have a lot that is happening throughout this week.
Okay,
weekend.
And most of the activities are happening at the conference center.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Paden Tafumaneyi. He is Secretary General of the African Forum for Cultural Diplomacy.